Police have tonight confirmed they are looking into at least one complaint about a threatening and derogatory social media post made by Vision New Zealand's former campaign manager, Goulter. Vision New Zealand leader Hannah Tamaki this afternoon sacked Mr Goulter over what she's described as a disgusting Facebook post, but she's refusing to condemn a similar online rant by her husband, Bishop Brian Tamaki. Campaign manager for the fledgling party, Goulter, has since apologised for the offensive comments about Mediaworks presenter Kanoa Lloyd that compared her to a pig and invited her to, quote, show New Zealand what voluntary euthanasia looks like. Hannah Tamaki claims she gave her PR man the boot on the spot. But today, her husband, Bishop Brian Tamaki, posted a similar tirade, referring to venomous, dirty Liberal left, sexually confused antichrists, saying the media was full of them, with an accompanying photo of Ms Lloyd, Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern, and former Prime Minister Helen Clark. I spoke to Ms Tamaki this afternoon and asked her to explain exactly what was wrong with her campaign manager's post.
There's a lot of things wrong with it. To me, obviously, Javan was upset with what he'd seen and heard, didn't like it, and just reacted in the way that he reacts. I'm not sure how he came to saying and creating what he did, because I'm not him. We're totally different people.
Understand that, but I'm interested,
I don't
Hannah.
like it at all. I didn't like it. Well, I didn't actually want to get into that with him. I didn't want to say what made you do that, but from my quick look at it, I can tell it was just a very bad reaction to something that he'd seen and didn't like.
But you don't condone it, do you?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I do not condone it. I am not that sort of person. I would never even create anything in jest like that.
So how would you characterise it? In your press statement, you say the language is disgusting. Is that how you feel?
It is. Yeah, I think it is disgusting to actually talk about any person, but to talk about a woman who, you know, Does he know her personally? I don't know her personally, and I don't think anyone has a right to talk about anybody like that. And that's how I personally feel.
So did you sack him or did he resign?
Well, we were playing phone tag this morning, and then mid-morning I got hold of him, and he said he was ringing to resign. I said, no, I'm ringing you back to tell you that I'm sacking you. I have had enough. That behaviour is not acceptable. I'm not going to tolerate it, even if you're a friend. And, you know, he was very apologetic and said to me, I'm going to take it down. I'm going to apologise. I said, yeah, that'll be great. But I'm still sticking by with what I've just said to you. In the next 20 minutes or so, a press release is going to go out, and it's going to have that's what I'm doing. I don't know if anyone will pick it up and report it, but that's what I'm going to do, Javan, and he totally understood.
So just to be clear, you sacked him because of his disgusting and nasty post?
Yes, absolutely.
Well, given your disgust at his comments, Goulter's comments, you must be pretty offended by the post from your husband, Bishop Brian Tamaki, today, referring to venomous, dirty, Liberal left, sexually confused, effeminate, booze-drenched, antichrist, false wannabes, and then saying the media are full of them.
Whose name was on it? Whose name was on it?
Sorry, your point?
Who was he naming? Who was he naming?
It contained a photo of Kanoa Lloyd and the Prime Minister underneath the post, as part of the post.
Underneath the one you just said to me. You know, he's going to do his tweets and do what he does. I'm going to do what sits right with me. He did not do that under Vision New Zealand. I can't go around and say, I'm sacking you out of Vision New Zealand, because he's not doing that for Vision New Zealand. What happened today was between me, the party, and Javan.
So is that similar behaviour, parallel behaviour, almost identical behaviour by your husband acceptable?
What Brian does is his business. He did not name a person. He was not reacting to
He stood next to you at the launch of your party. Your husband stood next to you at the launch of your party.
Lisa, you all came to hear Brian announce we were having a party. Then Brian handed it over to me to let you all know, the media, that I was going to be the leader and that he was not going to be the leader. To this day,
you've described him previously as your biggest supporter.
I am still the leader of Vision New Zealand. Unless the team decide I am not fit or able or acceptable to be the leader.
As leader of Vision New Zealand, yes, you're leader of Vision New Zealand, so as leader,
yes, I am.
I'm asking you your position because voters really, they have a right to know who they may or may not be voting for. So as leader of Vision New Zealand, if I could just finish.
For me, Hannah Tamaki,
as leader of Vision New Zealand, they'd want to know where you stand morally and ethically. So you've said Javan Goulter's words are
Lisa,
disgusting. So are Brian Tamaki's words disgusting as well? Because they're very
Lisa,
similar.
You know, this is what you do all the time. You just like to talk over people. Give me the opportunity. I am standing as the leader of Vision New Zealand, and I would hope that people would see me as an individual, not as somebody else's wife. I've taken on a leadership responsibility as Hannah Tamaki. What I do and my actions and the team that represent me in Vision New Zealand are the main focus. It's not about who I'm married to. And I just hope that the media get this message. I am no longer going to tolerate people putting me in the shadow of my husband.
Did you ask him to take the post down from Facebook because it's been removed?
No,
so did you guys have a chat about that?
I have not. We have not chatted about it because, to be honest, I have not even hardly been on Facebook after I saw that post. I've been
Are you offended by his comments as well? I'm asking you, as leader of Vision New Zealand, are you offended by those comments?
I'm not offended, no. I might not like some things that are said and done, but I'm not going to. So, do you disagree with the comments he's made? To talk with you about what Brian does. I'm here to say my actions today are a follow-through of a leader of a political party, and this conversation between you and I is purely about me sacking somebody who I class as a very close friend, but have now said, this is it, I've drawn the line, and you're over there and we're over here, and I'm moving forward to be positive and to encourage people to get to know who Vision New Zealand is and to get to know who Hannah Tamaki is, the leader of Vision New Zealand. This is not about dragging in a whole lot of other people. This is about people focusing on the leader and what the leader has to say and what the leader wants to do and what the leader's prepared to take into the future of Vision New Zealand.
Did the leader want to dance on Dancing with the Stars? And when did you find out you got the boot?
What are you talking about?
Come on.
Did the leader want to? What are you talking about, Lisa?
Dancing with the Stars. Did you want to dance?
I rang them up and asked them, could I please be on Dancing with the Stars? I don't think so.
No, I understand. I understand you weren't available last season and that you were invited on again this season. So Javan has confirmed that you had accepted.
What was the reason? What was the reason that I didn't take up? And you know what? I don't even think I'm a star. I'd rather be known as the leader of Vision New Zealand. And you know what? If I'm going to be tagged with anything, tag me with this. I'm a mother, I'm a grandmother, and I'm a great-grandmother. And I'm very loyal to families who are committed to loving their families and helping them. I'd rather be
When did you hear that you had been dumped from the program?
Oh, are you telling me something that I... Oh, are you telling me something?
I'm asking a question.
I don't know what you're talking about.
And that was Hannah Tamaki. And late this afternoon, Mediaworks did confirm in a statement it had indeed dumped Hannah Tamaki from this year's series of Dancing with the Stars. Mediaworks says it was originally planned for Hannah to take part in the show. We now recognise this was a mistake and we apologise. We have seen a very strong reaction, some of which has been extreme and concerning, and Mediaworks does not condone bullying. We would be failing in our duty of care to everyone if we continued as planned.